goes. This is a little quickie from me. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure you like and subscribe as I do these videos, for my say. I'm doing them 3 times per week. And if you do enjoy the Fix a Pokemon series that I've just posted on Tuesday, I'll be posting them 3 times per month for the rest of 2024. As you see right here, we have a situation where, wait, huh? Oh, your corrosion. Okay. Okay. That works fine. Do I want to go Zapdos or do I want to go to... I'm going to Great Tusk. Your corrosion. Okay. A Meteor Beam. Not going to do much unless you're going to go for a move. I'm going to Terra Water in case you're going to go for a move. I'm going to go knock off... Oh, I can go this and you can go Terra. I'm going to Terra. I'm going to Earthquake. And let's see. Because Terrakion's our main breaker. And we're facing off against really hard stall. So I'm going to knock out the Glamora, which I'll be happy about. We're just going to get rid of that. They're going to go Sinistcha. That's my big prediction they're going to go into. I don't mind going into Ogerpon. I don't mind knocking off a Great Tusk. The problem is I don't want to get Matcha Gotcha'd or Calm Minded. Because that's a really scary situation. There's Dondozo. I'm just going to knock off my item. Boom. Knock off their item. Let's see. They curse. I don't mind that. In which I could just definitely go for a Rabbit Spin. Instead of just going to deal with Cha. And now I just Stealth Rock on my own. And now I just go Zapdos again. In case they go for a Paralysis move. They go Curse. I don't mind just going for a Discharge. Terra Steel. Doesn't matter. Do a little bit of damage. Paralysis. Nope. Waterfall. That's going to do a crit. And it's not going to do Paralysis. But I know it will do Paralysis soon. Hopefully Paralysis. Nope. They go Rest. That's fine. Just go Discharge again. That's 1. Discharge again. That's turn 2 of Sleep. And that's hopefully going to knock it out. So that's the second turn of Sleep coming up soon. And now they might have a high roll. And then, uh-oh. Unfortunate. But let's see. I do have Dragapult right here. I am going to go for a Draco Meteor in case you do that. Let's see. And that's a knockout right then and there. Knocking out the Dondozo, which I'm happy about. Getting rid of that is probably our biggest threat. And I'm happy that we got rid of it really quickly. As you see right here, they're going to have Ditto. They go Blissey, which I'm fine with. I have a bunch of physical threats. And now their special threat is gone in Dondozo. Not special threat. But you know what I mean. My physical threat, my physical walls finally gone. So I just go for Blissey. Oh, and that's going to knock out the Blissey right there. Unfortunate for them. So let's see. I do see a Toxapex right there. I am going to U-turn in case they go Baneful Bunker. That's a still predictable outcome. But I'm going to go for a U-turn. U-turn's going to do a lot of damage. I'm going to go Dragapult again unless they go for Toxic. Yeah, they go Acid Spray. Lowering my special defense. They're probably trying to predict themselves going into the nice play of Sinistcha. But I'm going to go... Bruh. Can I live, please? There's that. There's damage. I'm going to go for another hit. Let's see. Boom. That's going to knock out the Toxapex. And I think now to go to Sinistcha. Okay. So I'm going to go Great Tusk right here. Sure is going to get Toxic Poison. But I do not mind just going... No, not Rapid Spin. We're going to go for a knockoff on the Sinistcha. Perfectly fine with me. And just get the Strength Sap. Doesn't mind. Don't care. And then now I just go Cinderace right here. Let's see. They go Iron Defense. So this is definitely a max type of set. Yeah, this is really scary. I have Terrakion right here. I could do a lot of damage with it. This is Iron Defense, Strength Sap, Calm Mind, and then whatever moves. So I am going to go Dragapult right here. Yeah, sure, it's not my best move. They go Iron Defense. I don't mind just going for a Shadow Ball. This is Specs. So it's a Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. Sure, Terrakion isn't doing well. But I do say I have a great team overall. Look at that damage right there. They Strength Sap. They're going to do much. I'm just going to Shadow Ball again. As it does about 80+%. And there's a crit right there, unfortunately. So they have Ditto now. If they are Scarf, then I'm just going to go for this. You are Scarf, probably. Yep, you are a Scarf. You're a Scarf Dragapult, unfortunately. I do have a Cinderace right here. Boom. And I can just go Sucker Punch. Uh-oh. Yep, there's that. Hopefully a Sucker Punch can knock it out. And there it is. We do win the first game, though no Terrakion gameplay. But look at that right there. The team is still good enough to deal with all this stall. So we'll be right back with another game. Hopefully there's no stall. And we'll be right back. Alright, it seems like we got more stall, but we got less proprietary mess. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Meow in case they go Meowscarada. I went Zapdos. And I am gonna go Discharge in case they go their specs like me. So just Discharge, hopefully for paralysis. Unfortunately not. Why is my Pokemon, not getting paralysis? I am not too sure. They go Terra Ghost, their Shadow Ball, yeah, they're gonna knock me out. So I do think that they're gonna go do this. I am predicting they're trying to U-turn out. I'm gonna U-turn in case they swap because they're fearing the Sucker Punch. Yep, just as I predicted. Boom! Right there. And that's a double. Is it? Yeah, that's a double indeed. So I'm gonna just go into my Great Tusk. I'm gonna go for Earthquake in case they swap. Yep. And I'm gonna knock off the Lolomola. Perfect. Get rid of their Assault Vest. So they flip turn. I do not mind that at all. And let's see who they go into next. They go Dragapult. Terra Ghost Specs is gonna have a 2-hit knockout on that. And I'm just gonna go over knockoff again. Let's see. No knockout. That's perfect. I just knock out the Dragapult. Boom. Get rid of that. And now I just wait for the Glow King to come in and we win. So we have that. I do think a little Mola is gonna be really helpful. But yeah, I do think that Terrakion's gonna work. It's just, it takes a little progress. I think one good switch in is Meowscarada. I just knock off whatever comes in. Boom. It'll do an automatic crit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go Terrakion right here. And I'm going to Terra Grass, close combat. Let's see. A Flower Trick, fine with me. And look at that. We just go close combat. Boom. Knockout. Right then and there. We just get rid of that with the heavy duty boots. They go Garchomp. I do think I knock it out, right? No, do not knock it out. I can go Ogerpon in case they go for that. They rock up. I'm fine with this. I can Swords Dance up in case they spike. Unless they Dragon Tail. And they miss Dragon Tail, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now is Ivy Cudgel on the Garchomp. Almost knock it out. Dragon Tail will not knock it out. Okay. The Dragapult. I'm going to U-turn and they'll do double duty on that. 1, 2. And now I say it's completely free. I mean, Ogerpon will do a lot of damage, but I say once it gets rid of the Tusk, we're going to be completely free with Terrakion. Earthquake on that. Slowking Galar, not going to do much. I am going to knock off. Do a lot of damage on that. Boom. Heavy Duty Boots gets rid of. And now we're completely free with Terrakion. I can just get a free Swords Dance up. Let's see about a free Swords Dance. Free them all. There it is with the Lolomola. I won't be surprised if they do that. I am going to go for a Stone Edge. Let's see. Oh, okay. They flip turn. That's flip turn. That's good damage. That's good damage. Stone Edge on that is really nice. It gets the Slow King. And now we just go Earthquake. We go for that Earthquake. Earthquake. And there it is. They got Great Tusk. The only way I win is if I just go for another Swords Dance and just say if they don't go for Ice Spinner. And they go Ice Spinner. Yeah, there it is. There it is. They have Dragapult, unfortunately. I'm going to go Draco Meteor. That's going to knock out Tusk. But that's what I said. It's going to win. Most of the time, it's going to win games. So I'm going to go Cinderace. They go Ice Beam, predicting the Dragapult. I am going to go... Oh my god. Oh. Thank goodness for Powerball being not a very good... Not say not very good. But thank goodness for Powerball being there. I'm in Draco again. And look at how Terrakion did a lot of work on the team. And guess what? We won the game because of Dragapult cleanup. We'll be right back with another game. And hopefully we get one down. Alright. So I'm looking at the time right now, unfortunately. And, it's about time for me to get ready to leave for school. So I'm going to play one more game and see from there. I think they will lead Tinkaton, but I'm not too sure. I think this is an easy Terrakion gameplay if I play it really well. So what I'm going to do now is lead Great Tusk with Rocks, because they have no spinner rather than no spinner, no nothing. I'm going to get an easy Earthquake on the Tinkaton. If they do go for Rocks, I don't mind. They go Rotom Wash, so that's an easy burn chance. I am going to go Rotom. I'm going to go my own Dragapult in case they go for burn. Let's see. A Hydro Pump, that's fine. That's really okay with me. I can go Draco. Well, I'm going to Shadow Ball in case they go Tinkaton if they want to be cheeky. Do that. That's about 49% damage. They Volt Switch because I knew they go for Tinkaton. Let's see. They go for Tinkaton. Yep, there's Tinkaton right there. I'm going to go back to Great Tusk right here. And then I just knock off on any item I can. They will be rocks. I know there will be rocks for sure. Let's see. There's knockoff. That's fine. And I'm going to play the ploy of you going to Rotom. Because I know you're going to go Rotom. It's Rillaboom. Perfectly fine with me. Breaking that down will really work out. Assault Vest works. And I just go for a Stealth Rock right here. Get a lot of damage off on any Pokemon on the team. Wood Hammer, though. Oh, man. That is definitely scary. I'm going to go to my Zapdos. Zapdos is going to do a lot of work. I am going to go for a Hurricane. And if they go to Rotom, I can just Volt Switch out or Discharge. I mean, not Volt Switch. Discharge it out. Let's see if we do have that. Let's see. We do get rid of his AV, so anything to work out. But I think once we get rid of Corv and maybe Tink, we win the game. There you go. There's a skill dirge right there. No confusion. I am going to discharge again. But instead of trying to go for that, I say discharge, no paralysis, and then just swap. Torch Song, that's fine. I am going to go swap out. But do I want to roost? You know what? I'm going to go Dragapult. If they go for another Torch Song, that's fine. They slack off. That's okay with me. I just keep Dracoing until they do something. They probably will go to a swap out, probably to Corv or maybe to Grimmsnarl. Yeah, they go Terrifier. That's fine. They get rid of their weakness to all that. There's two, and now I just go for another Draco unless they want to go for Tinkaton. But yeah, look at this breaking we're trying to do. There's Draco again, knock out the Skeledirge, which I'm really happy about because since that's part of the bulky core, and Unaware beats it out. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So we got a high roll and a low roll, unfortunately, but we did knock out the Skeledirge. I mean, it was probably a high roll, but yeah. To go Corv, I can swap out the Zapdos now in case they want to go for a Body Press. Great Bird's perfect. I can just get that. Paralysis is perfect. And of course, Recoil too. Oh man. I'm a Roost in case they want to swap, which that'll be a perfect move on my part to get rid of like that. Let's see. Are you going to Body Press? You go U-turn. Perfect. You go U-turn. I don't mind that. Get a little free recovery off. They go Grimmsnarl. They're probably going to deal with my paralysis. Let's see. I'm going to go Discharge. They go Light Screen. Let's see. Paralysis. Eventually, I'll get a paralysis chance. Eventually. They say. Eventually. It seems like they're probably going to go for that, but unfortunate. But, here's the thing. One paralysis like that, and then one unfortunate turn for them. And guess what? We win the game. So right now, I think we do is U-turn here. I think it's better off for me going into Cinderace right now. And right now, I just say it'd be better off for me just going Court Change in case they go for a Reflect. And see how that works out. Let's see. Thunder Wave's there. Court Change is going to work. Libero. And just go Pyro Ball right here. Well, I'm going to U-turn, my bad. U-turn's probably my best move. But yeah, that's how they're going to do. They go Light Screen, unfortunate. And maybe just go, if they go Reflect, then I can just swap it out again. Let's see how we play it out. There's Court Change, the Spirit Break, yeah. I was trying to predict it too much, which is kind of like oopsie and everything. I am going to go U-turn. Let's see how you're going to play that. Yeah, there's Reflect. Unfortunate. So yeah, the foe's Light Screen has one turn left. That's very good on my part. So I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to go U. As they do run out of the Light Screen. So I'm going to do now is I'm going to Roost. Let's see. Boom. They do go for a Paralysis. Ooh, okay. They're trying to Spirit Break, which is really nice. I do not knock it out. They do go for their own Spirit Break. I could just U-turn out of this. They have 2 turns left of 3 turns left of Reflect, but you know, it's a good prediction. Get rid of the Grimmsnarl. That's absolutely amazing. I can just go Dragapult for free. Look at that right there. Dragapult for free. And look at that. Let's see. They go Tinkaton. I do not mind going for a Flamethrower. As they do not have a Light Screen, even though both of them look like it's up. Because of a Showdown glitch. Let's see. That's there. And there's a Weakness Policy Tinkaton. Okay, that's really scary, but I do have the tools to knock it out. They have 3 turns left of Reflect. I do think that I could definitely make it out in time. I am going to go for Ivy Cudgel. There you go. There's a knockout right there. Unfortunately, they're not letting me do the Terrakion, but I did get a good little game in. Look at that. Let's see. Let's see, knockout on that. Let's see. And Brave Bird. Ooh, okay. Wasting a little bit of time. Because this might be something. Let's see. Boom. That's how you get. This is probably what I get for trying to test out too much stuff. You do get rid of the Corviknight. Well, not get rid of the Corviknight. They get rid of the Tinkaton thing. Let's see. They go Rotom Wash. Happy with that because I could definitely go into Terrakion now. And now since I try to Hydro Pump, I can just definitely go for a Swords Dance. Let's see. And if they don't go Willow, that's happy, guys. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Unfortunately, they do have the beautiful thing called a glitch. And they have double light screen. What I'm going to do now is CC. I should have went for Swords Dance again. But this is good days for me. Because you know why? We can CC, swap out to Zapdos in case they want to swap into a Pokemon in that. Knock out the Rotom. There we go. If they do go into, say, Corv, I can knock it out really easily. Corv, let's see. And we do knock it out. That's absolutely amazing as we do break the rest of their team. And now they want to go to Rillaboom. They will probably go into Grassy Glide. Do we get knocked out by Grassy Glide, though? I mean, we get knocked out by Woodhammer, but we do not get knocked out by Grassy Glide. So that's it. That's it. It's definitely the Terrakion sweep and everything. I was looking for that type of sweep. But yeah, I'm enough the game right here. Unfortunately, you know, school circumstances happen, but that's what you get for responsibility. But yeah, shouts out to Terrakion. Look at this thing go. Shouts out to Luop. And check out the Gudra video in the link in the description below. You would sure enjoy a fix-up Pokemon like that for sure. But yeah, I'm going to say this one. Y'all stay safe. Have a nice one. Bandy out. Yes, sir.